Yeah, both these guys look like they're in great shape.
Shontrel, the Black Prince Wilson versus Drake Heifield.
Kansas City Fighting Alliance 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the featherweight division. And it's brought to you by Don's Barbershop, located on 23rd Street next to Aldi's. Get faded at Don's Barbershop. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Drake Heifield. And his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Shontrel Wilson.
Should be a great fight here.
Mark Wassam is your
between
referee.
Wilson and Heifield.
Expect a high-pace, action-packed fight here. Shontrel Wilson, the brother of Rayvon Soul Rebel Wilson.
Here we go.
Round number 1. Shontrel Wilson starts out with a high kick. Boom, coming up the middle. Nice feints from Shontrel Wilson. Good stance. Goes high again.
Wilson very active here early on.
Nice leg kick from Drake.
Again, both guys showing some great poise early on.
Yeah, Shontrel Wilson's doing a really good job with the range there. He's standing right outside of the punching distance of Drake and looking to score when he wants. Puts Drake Heifield's back on the fence.
Put your forehead into him. Hey, keep those doubles.
As the fighters working the clinch here, Wilson maybe looking for a takedown.
Wilson right now looks like he's looking for the a far side single leg or a double leg.
Hips in the post, Shontrel. You got that.
Oh, nice hips from Drake Heifield. That was nice hips. Shontrel finishes anyway, almost. Not quite.
Great job by Shontrel Wilson.
It's not a takedown yet. And
There
there's
we
your
go.
takedown.
See if Drake Heifield can work back to his feet or if Wilson can mount some offense on top here.
And this is an interesting spot for Wilson. Does Wilson want to go to mount here? The cage is in the way, so it's gonna be hard to go to mount and get his back flat on the mat. So I think he's doing a good job of staying in this half guard. Now remember, folks, the more Shontrel punches in this situation, the more space that Drake has to get up. So if you're wondering at home why he isn't raining on his face right now, this is why. The more time he has to punch, the more space Drake has to get up. So it's just it's a chess match at this point.
Wilson looking very composed on top, doing a great job of controlling Heifield and not allowing him to work back to his feet.
Shontrel Wilson doing a good job at trying to pull that wrist out. You know, think of your body as a table. It has 4 points to stay up, and he's trying to pull out one of those points.
There you go. Hey, thank you.
Big
Wilson.
punches from Shontrel Wilson.
As Wilson works to the back of Heifield here. Again, the cage is kind of preventing anything from the left side of both fighters' bodies from moving forward, I guess.
Shontrel Wilson with both hooks. Ooh, and he's not quite underneath the chin here, but he does have both hooks for control. Let's see if Shontrel Wilson can look to score a rear naked choke in these final 30 seconds.
Well, it's been all Wilson early on. As he's transitioned to several different positions, now working from the back of Drake Heifield.
– 15 seconds left in the round. Shontrel Wilson doing a really good job at listening to instructions from James Krause.
10 seconds left in this first round. It's been all Shontrel Wilson thus far.
Yeah, I like the way Shontrel Wilson was striking. He had good range there. He took the center of the cage and was looking to polish his jab out. Great first round from Shontrel Wilson. And not a bad round from Drake Heifield. He was doing the right things as far as trying to defend the takedown and get up. I like what I saw from both fighters. In the corner of Shontrel Wilson, Grant Dawson, 11-1 mixed martial artist. One of the hottest unsigned free agents in all of professional mixed martial arts, and James Krause, UFC veteran riding a 2-fight win streak.
Wearing some boots that look like they're straight out of Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah, if he needs to, go out and do some labor and cut down some trees and create some firewood if the house is cold, he's ready to do so.
Yeah, or if he needs to cuff his jeans and go to some fights, he can do that as well. The guy can do it all.
Universal.
Round number 2 underway. Wilson versus Heifield.
I like the way Shontrel's feigning. If you see him, a nice leg kick from Drake Heifield. That spun him around. If you notice Shontrel, it kind of looks like he's hopping or he's flinching at him. What those are called feints. And the fight previous to this was Higgs versus Harris. That's what I kind of wanted to see better from both guys, was feints before they jumped in. Shontrel looks to catch the leg kick. Big uppercut from Drake. And a body kick. That was dense. You could hear it. 2 of them.
Shontrel appears to be the much quicker fighter. We talked about the size advantage for Heifield coming in.
Nice throw from Shontrel Wilson. He got his hips in deep there. He used the far side whizzer, got his hips underneath him, and just threw him over. That was beautiful. Looked like Ronda Rousey.
That was very nice. Let's see if he can pick up where he left off in the first on top here.
Now, if you notice, Drake has the left underhook there, but Shontrel's doing a good job. He recognizes it, so he's moving his body weight over towards that underhook so he can't shrimp and get out on that side. It's good stuff from both fighters. One thing Drake has to do here, when you're the bottom man, you don't want to be flat on your back. You need to be on a hip here. And right now, Shontrel has him flattened out, which is going to be hard to do anything from there.
Hey, put your forehead into his head. There you go. Up on his nose. Hey, up on his nose.
Shontrel Wilson looking to slide that knee over, take mount.
Both hooks in for Shontrel Wilson, looking for the rear naked choke.
You're looking great, buddy.
Looking a lot like the end of the first round here as Wilson secures the back of Drake Heifield.
Switches to a body triangle. Great control. Yeah, I don't think Shontrel Wilson is worried about losing the scrambling battle, so I think the body triangle is going to be a good bet for him.
Looks like he's working that rear naked choke again.
Let's go, buddy.
The corner of Wilson saying, if you don't have that, let's beat him up. As he lets go and starts to land some punches.
Shontrel Wilson landing punches there, looking for the ears. This is going to open up the rear naked choke. It's just such a fine game of, do I focus on my body triangle for the lower control? Do I look for the rear naked choke, but then I have to create space for punches? So there's just a lot going on here.
Shontrel Wilson doing a great job of looking at James Krause as he instructs him from the corner.
Drake Heifield seems to be opened up. I think the blood's coming from his nose. I'm not exactly sure.
Wilson continuing to pepper Heifield from the back here. You can see Wilson's in no hurry with 15 seconds left in this round. That's tight. He's cranking on the face. That'll do it.
Shontrel Wilson finds a rear naked choke with a few seconds left in the round.
With less than 10 seconds left in the round, Shontrel Wilson able to secure the second round submission victory. He looked phenomenal in his fight tonight.
Yeah, he never had himself in danger at all. He took the center of the cage, he established good range, and he did everything he wanted to do. He established the grappling and took control. Flawless victory from Shontrel, the Dark Prince Wilson.
Sure. He looked extremely poised there at the end as you see him almost methodically working that choke. Great win for Shontrel Wilson.
Extending his MMA record to 3-0. One of the hotter amateur prospects coming out of Glory MMA and Fitness.
Let's go inside the cage for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended at 2 minutes and 55 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by submission via rear naked choke out of the red corner, Shontrel Wilson.